Hey guys, welcome to ATB. How you guys doing today? So today we have the part 2 of our auction. We have a Funko pickup. Yep, as you can see, Funkos are not dead. They're just slowing down for me. And then lastly, we have some pickups at the local comic shop. I'm not going to show, not sure how many we're going to go through this. We'll kind of go for as quickly as we can. So stay tuned, and don't forget, if you haven't already, comment, like, and subscribe. We are still going for that 500 subscriber giveaway. We will be giving a Kevin Eastman autographed slabbed 9.8, I believe, comic. I will get it out later. You guys, if you guys have known it, you've seen it. If not, then we'll get it out for either later in this episode, or it'll be actually at the beginning of the next one for sure. Well, with that being said, let's get started. The comic place, the comic auction I did, it was done by, let me see, I want to make sure I get their name right. Hygge Sales and Event. It's Hygge Sales and Events. They, as you saw, the prices were all pretty reasonable. I mean, it was, they have not done that comics that meant much. They are getting ready to do another auction soon, and I will be there again for that one. But my last pickups, my last three things I got was long shot number 1. I paid $8 for this. Yeah, $8, which is pretty good, especially since, you know, you can see down here is a newsstand. And I got this poster for $1. As you see, it's huge. Kind of lenticular, but it was $1. I mean, how can you not say this? Comic walls. It doesn't say how much they normally cost, but I know they're more than $1. And then lastly, for $4, I got this awesome Captain America versus Wolverine poster. I paid $4 for it. I mean, how can you go wrong with that for $4? Huge poster. That will be going up in the ATB. So, my review of the auction, they will have their information down below if you want to look into there. I drove 4 hours almost, spent the night to pick up my auction stuff. And easy transaction. Got there. The guy was opened early. Pretty much walked in and out. It was really, overall, that part was nice. The problem was 2 things. Number 1, they had the wrong comic for long shot. They had messed up their numbering, and so they didn't have that. And number 2, they didn't even bring the posters. He had forgotten them. So he offered me a refund, which, if you've done an auction and you've paid, refund's not going to work. You need to get the people their items, because that they paid for that. That's theirs. You're pretty much holding on to their merchandise at that point. But he said, I'm heading up to your way. How about I just bring them to you next weekend? And I was like, okay, that's good customer service, right? So, you know, I waited. I didn't want to do the rest of that thing until it, and sure enough, he showed up almost exactly when he said he would. He brought me all my stuff I was looking for. A++++. Now, yeah, I mean, the whole, I mean, I could have been an a-hole about it. He could have been, but you know what? It worked out perfect. So I was nice. He was nice. Things worked out perfect. I got what I wanted. And, you know, for the price I paid, I'd much rather have had the items than the, like, $13 back or whatever it was. So, there you go. That's it for that. Highly recommend them if you get a chance, especially if you live in the Texas area. Like I said, they are going to be having another auction soon. Next up, I went and bought a Funko that I was missing. I originally didn't want this one, and then I saw it, and the more I saw it, the more I wanted it. I'm not a big Freddy Funko guy, but I had to get the Freddy Funko as Bugs Bunny. 3,000 pieces. Look at that. I mean, I just love the fact, I mean, that he's got the crown going over the ear. This is a really well done one. Some of the Freddy Funkos, I feel like they just took ahead and smashed it on there. Definitely had to get that. So there you go. I still am collecting Funkos. They're still coming in the thing. That wasn't that I paid, I want to say $120 for that. So not too bad. Not too cheap, but not too bad either. Oh, the Bricks and More. Did not know they had comics. I walked by going to a different place, the place where I got all these other comics, and looked in the window, and sure enough, it says comics. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to walk in there. And they had some good ones. Didn't really have that money, you know, money's tight with everywhere, I believe, right now. But they buy old Legos and old or new. So I had some sets sitting around that I was not going to be able to get to. So I went ahead and took in my rest of my sets I wasn't going to be able to build anytime soon, and got credit. So they gave me roughly 55% of value. So I thought that was very fair. But the first comic I got was Venom number 8. This is the J. Scott Campbell X-Men variant. I don't understand why it's X-Men, but I'm not going to complain. I love J. Scott Campbell. I love X-Men. I like Venom. Next up, this was the big one. And you can see on there I paid $50 for it. And this is in amazing condition. It's the direct edition. Amazing Spider-Man 606 Campbell cover. Spider-Man kissing Black Cat. Somebody's in trouble. Next up, I got What If? The Avengers Lost the Evolutionary War. Paid $6 for this one. And it is a newsstand. High evolutionary, you know, kind of relevant with Guardians of the Galaxy. Next up, I got Amazing Spider-Man 378, which is Maximum Carnage Part 3. Nice Carnage versus Venom cover. Paid $5 for that. This next one was in their dollar bin, and it's rough. It's really rough, but I just thought I'd never seen the Star Comics Marvel Thundercats. So I went and picked it up for $1. It's issue number 3. I have no idea what the value of this is. Anybody knows if it's even worth anything. But you can see it's got a tear out of it right here. And, you know, the corners are bad. It's a readable copy. And that's basically what I got it for. Next up, I just kind of thought this cover would look cool. Kind of reminded me of, I've been playing Starfield, so it kind of reminded me of Starfield a little bit. But it's Knight of the Old Republic, issue number 4. Really like that one. Next up, we have Amazing Spider-Man 290. And this book is really good, except for it's white. And with white covers, as always, they get dirty. So it definitely needs a cleaning. Don't look that bad on camera, but it's I paid $10 for it. It's MJ. Peter Parker proposes. And of course, she declines initially. Next up, I mean, with everybody who's teamed up on this annual, I really loved it. I have no idea what the actual value of it is. I paid probably way too much for it. But I didn't really care. I just wanted it. It's an immaculate condition for an older book. You can see right there. But it's Marvel Team Up Annual. Spider-Man, Moon Knight, Iron Fist, Power Man, and Daredevil all teamed up. I mean, look at that lineup. Pawns of the Purple Man. That's a great book. I do need to look into that, see if that's even worth anything. I really didn't care. I'd never seen it before. And I love Moon Knight. I love Spider-Man, so it was a no-brainer for me. Next up, we have Spectacular Spider-Man number 201. Now, I paid $3, not $7. I paid this price for it because I said, you know, it's got both. I didn't really care. I would have paid either price. It didn't really matter. I needed this for my run. It's a run filler for me. But Spectacular Spider-Man 201, I ended up paying $3 for it. Got Carnage trying to kill the Black Cat. This next one I felt like it was a steal. You guys let me know because this thing is in remarkable condition. If it's not a 9.8, it's a solid 9.6. White cover even, so that's even more spectacular. It's Captain America number 334. I think that's Steve Rhodes' first appearance as Bucky. I'm not sure. But I know this book's worth a lot more than $15, especially in that condition. Next up is a dollar book. I just like Pit. So I saw Pit and Supreme. So next one's a run filler. It's New Mutant 64. Paid $3 for it. It's the Resurrection of Cypher. It does have, I mean, it's in really good condition except for it's got like a mark, like a stain or something right there. Then we have X-Men number 164. This is another dollar book. Needed it for my runs. Fill it in. And then 158, again, another run filler. Another dollar book. So this next one, I had part 1. I'd gotten it in a lot. And I don't know why they didn't have part 2. It's kind of weird. But this is the last Avenger story, book 2 of 2. If you don't know about this, basically what happens is the first issue starts with all the Avengers, the current Avengers, because this is like way in the future. They're chilling around, and basically the villains drop a bomb, killing them all. And it goes from there. This next book, I'd never seen the second print of it, so I went ahead and grabbed it. It's the Fantastic Four 347, that new Fantastic Four, but this is the second print. It's like gold or something, like bronze or tan. I don't know. I just really like that. Paid $5 for it. Next up, I don't even know what this comic is. I have no idea. Basically, I don't like leaving credit at places, and I had like $12 credit left, and I just saw this book, and I was like, you know what, that's kind of a cool cover. So I went and grabbed it. It's a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It's like a foil, like virgin foil cover. $10. You guys let me know if I was stupid on that one. This next one, I can't even find any information about it, like value or anything. It's got one little damage, but I think that can be pressed out. But it's Venom Annual Number 1 Variant Edition. If anybody knows anything about this comic, I looked on Comic Price Guide and it didn't even show up, so I don't know. Let me know if you guys know anything about it. And last but not least, I got 2 more comics. This is Spider-Man 2099, number 2. It's just kind of cool. It was the only 2099 they had, period. It was only $5. I was like, you know what? I'll grab it. And then we have this Spider-Man, which I'm gonna have to pull it out to see what it is. Okay, Amazing Spider-Man number 7. Virgin cover. It was only $5. I just thought the Spider-Man on it is really nice, but there you go. Amazing Spider-Man number 7. Paid $5 for it. And that's it, guys. That's it for today. That's all I got. I did get some free comics. I'm not going to go over them because there really is nothing like spectacular. But there's a little pack of comics. None of them had any kind of really value. And they gave it to me. It was free, so I kept it. But that's it, guys. That's what you guys think. What was your favorites of all my pickups today? Was it the Funko? Was it one of the comics? Was it one of the posters? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Again, you know, I feel like I'm putting up enough things that I just don't feel like we're growing quite as fast as we should. So, you know, anybody has any help with that, they want to know what, if you got a channel, shout me out. I'd appreciate it. I don't know. I just want to get to that 500 so we can give away that book. And until next time, guys, make sure you check in on your friends, family, and loved ones. Let them know how you're thinking of them, you love them, and care for them. And as always, don't forget, Collectors Help Collectors. Have a good day.